Welcome to the Ohio AgNet's coverage of the Ohio FFA Celebration of Students, sponsored by Wilmington College. Hands-on learning, hands-on living. Now to our student reporters with today's report.
Welcome to the coverage of the Ohio FFA Celebration, brought to you by Wilmington College. Hands-on learning, hands-on living. I am Hallie Miller from the Norway FFA Chapter, and I'm excited to be serving as an Ohio AgNet and Ohio Country Journal student FFA reporter this year. Today was the first session of the 2020 Ohio FFA Virtual Celebration. Ohio FFA President Holly McClay kicked off the celebration. At 11 a.m., National Officer Tess Seibel, along with 50 FFA members, had the opportunity to participate in a virtual workshop. One of the members was including our very own student FFA reporter, Elizabeth Bannon. Elizabeth, tell us about your experience.
So today Tess talked about a hero's journey and a hero's call. We did an activity where we packed our bags for a hero's journey. We packed our bags with anything that we had with us, just a plastic bag. And after we packed them the first time, she asked us and told us that the journey was actually going to be 5 to 7 miles long, and then asked us if there was anything that we wanted to remove. After that, a lot of people got rid of some of the stuff that they had in their bags. After that, she kind of related to the stuff that was weighing our bags down as negative things in our lives. And then after that, we wrote down what we felt on a sticky note, what we felt was weighing us down in our lives right now. Then we went out into breakout rooms of situations, and we made TikToks. We didn't actually make them, but we were given situations, and my group situation was we had a character that met up with their childhood best friend, and their best friend ended up having a secret, and then a rumor got spread about our character, and then we had a wild card to kind of make a happy ending to our story. Then after that, we shared a couple of our situations that we created, and Tess explained that our wild card in our lives is ourselves, and how we react to situations and how we put positive energy into our lives. The workshop closed with Tess explaining that at the end of a hero's journey is the call to help others. And right now more than ever, it's important to lift people up, because we're not going to get through the current situation that we're in without doing it together. Then we actually watched John Krasinski's Some Good News and talked about small acts of kindness, and I love John Krasinski and his Some Good News, so that was really cool. And then she wrapped it all up. We talked about small acts of kindness that we could do as individuals to make the world a better place and to be a positive influence on other people.
That's very inspirational, and I'm glad you had the opportunity to participate in the workshop provided today. The Ohio FFA also had videos of year in review and chapter shoutouts that you can find on their Facebook page, along with a video formed by an upcoming inspirational speaker at the 2021 Ohio FFA convention, hopefully when we can all join back together. And this video is done by Chad Wright, who is a former U.S. Navy SEAL and a marathon runner. So check that video out for some inspirational words. The celebration also recognized those who were awarded finalists and those who ultimately won STAR FFA state degrees. The STAR state FFA degree winners are the STAR in Agri-Science, Jessica Mcwaters from Pettisville FFA Chapter, the STAR in Agribusiness, Morgan Kimmel from the Covington UVCC FFA Chapter, the STAR in Agricultural Placement, Brandon Fleek from Westfall, and the STAR Farmer, Cole McKinley from Richmond. Today we had the opportunity to catch up with Jessica Mcwaters, Cole McKinley, and Brandon Fleek. Today we're catching up with State Star FFA degree winner in agricultural placement, Brandon Fleek from Westfall. Thank you for joining us. Okay, to start us off, can you tell us, well, first of all, congratulations on your achievements. It's
Thank
quite
you.
an honor to win a STAR state degree, so thank you, or congratulations on all of your hard work, and it definitely paid off. Can you tell us a little bit about your SAE and about yourself and your involvement in FFA?
Well, I've been a part of my SAE ever since I was born. My dad always took me to the field at a young age, but I never became an official employee until 2016. So I work the field every day that I can. Like, I just got off for a little bit ago from working. So FFA has like been a big part of my life since like working in the field, and like working in my SAE has showed me the importance of FFA in agriculture.
That's so cool. Elizabeth, do you have a question for Brandon?
Yeah, I was wondering, what do you feel you've learned the most about working towards this achievement in your SAE?
Just hard work, like what you can do if you actually work, like the importance of working and having a job for life. I think that's what my SAEs helped me a lot to understand. And it's also helped me to like determine the future, that what I want to do.
What is it you want to do in the future, Brandon?
I'm hoping to buy the business off Dad, and when he's just turned 51, and here in a few years he'll probably be done with it, and I hope to be running it for him, how he did it with my grandpa. So.
And tell us about the business. What all's involved in the business?
So we just go, like we have our customers and we install drainage pipe, any size, just to drain water off fields and help the crop production. We go all over the state of Ohio putting tile in. So we have a tile plow and backhoes and trackhoes and everything, tractors.
Congratulations on your achievement, and we wish you the best of luck in the future as you continue in your business. It's really neat that it's passed down through several generations of your family. Today we are joined with Cole McKinley from the Ridgemont FFA Chapter. So first of all, can you tell us a little bit about yourself and your involvement in FFA and with your SAE?
Well, just like everyone else, I started FFA when I was my freshman year. But before that, I always was in 4-H. I started showing in hogs when I was, I don't know, I think the first year I could show, I started showing hogs. And then eventually I just started growing up from that to where I started to do sheep, rabbits, and then cows. Currently I have a herd of 50 breeding rabbits. I have 40 breeding ewes, and they're all commercial now. And then I run a feedlot operation of 26 head of feeder cows. I don't know what else to say, really.
It's very impressive. Wow.
Can you talk about a typical day of you working on the farm, taking care of that much livestock in a day? Can you talk about that process and what your typical day looks like?
So like before, I would always get up at like 5 a.m. and start doing chores before I had to go to school, just to make sure everything was okay, well taken care of, everything had water. And then after that, I'd go to school. And then as soon as I'd get home from school, I'd go back out, make sure everything's okay. I would whether just be checking to make sure the water was all clean and they all had water, and then just to make sure that they had the feed and it was clean and nothing was just making sure that everything was basically in good condition and nothing had been messed up since I left this morning before.
So how do you balance like school and also your SAE?
I think it's kind of like been a mixture of something that I've kind of just developed over time, because ever since I've grown up on a farm. So like always before when as long as I can remember really, I would go to my grandparents' house and then I would go and help them with the chores before school, and then they would take me to school, and then they'd also pick me up from school and I'd help with the chores again. So now that I've kind of done my own operation, it kind of just seems like a natural thing that I've just started over time.
That's so inspiring, and it's definitely motivation to me as I continue in my FFA career. So thank you for sharing your story with us, and best of luck in the future. Cool. Today we're joined with Jess Mcwaters, who is the Star in Agri-Science winner. Thank you for joining us today, Jess. And can you start us out by, first of all, congratulations on all of your achievements. It's definite, whenever I was hearing the video today, that you spent a lot of time researching different scientific topics. So it's really awesome that all of your hard work paid off. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself and your FFA journey?
Yeah, so in 8th grade, I had to do an agri-science fair project. And I was really hesitant to do it because I didn't want to be an FFA at the moment. And so I went to state convention, I competed in agri-science, and I ended up getting first. And so that means you have to submit your application so you can go to national convention. And I was like, okay, whatever, I'll submit my application. So I submitted my application, and I got accepted to go to national convention. And at the moment, I had no idea that was a really big deal. And I remember our ag advisor, he called my parents and he told them that I had to be an ag in order to be an FFA, and I was not happy about that. I actually cried about it for a whole day. So I didn't begin wanting to be an ag, but ever since I went to my first national convention, I kind of just blossomed. I really enjoyed being there and getting to know the people and my ag advisor, and then continuing to be successful with my agri-science fair projects and my proficiencies. So, yeah.
That's really cool that it started all the way back when you were a child, and then it's just blossomed. So I definitely have found that to be true in my FFA career as well.
Yeah, for sure.
What would you say to other members wanting to achieve that level of an award?
What was the last part? I missed it.
What would you say to FFA members looking to achieve that level of an award?
That's hard. There's lots of work that has to go into it, so you have to be determined, and there's lots of moments where you're like, is this really worth it? When you're picking up cattle poop or you're writing a 5-page research paper, you're like, is this really worth it? And if you really want to be successful, you have to remind yourself that it's going to be worth it in the end, regardless if you get an award or not. And surround yourself with people who are going to encourage you to do this. I wouldn't have been as successful if my ag instructor hadn't encouraged me to do these things. So, yeah.
What would you say your biggest challenge has been, whether it's picking up the cattle poop or writing the 5-page paper, or something else?
The biggest challenge for me has been time management, just because with all my agri-science fair projects, I've logged 450 hours. So that's a lot on top of being involved in other activities at school and in FFA. So just knowing how to manage your time and do it in an efficient manner where you can still be successful.
Thanks for joining us. Tomorrow's Ohio FFA Celebration includes a workshop with Colson McCoy at 11 a.m. and at 4 p.m. the Proficiency Awards. They will also be awarding the Star American degree, the FFA Foundation scholarships, and the coveted Golden Owl Award. Thanks for joining us on the Ohio AgNet for coverage of the 2020 Ohio FFA Celebration. Coverage is brought to you by Wilmington College.
We are Wilmington College, where agriculture experience and learning meet.
The leadership and personal development skills I learned in FFA have allowed me to excel in the classroom and in our campus community.
Out of 4-year institutions, Wilmington College provides our students with the most hands-on experience starting year 1 at the academic farm.
At Wilmington College, our farm is our lab.
Because of Wilmington College, I have grown as a person, professional, and leader.
I've been able to further my education as a first-generation college student.
We are Wilmington College. Hands-on learning, hands-on living.